Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Thomas Family Life. I'm Roland Thomas, and I have a serious topic for you right now. Coming up. Hey, welcome back, y'all. Rolling with Thomas Family Life. Glad you're here. Listen, here I got something that's just, it broke my heart. It really did. I recently had the opportunity to talk to a pastor and get his feedback on some of the things that are going on in the country, and I was really taken back. I really was. Can I just be honest and real? I'm really taken back at the complacency of the church. Seriously, I am. Again, I have the unique opportunity to talk to folks about what's going on in Congress and get their opinion and stuff like that. And I love doing it because we need to voice our opinion. We really do. We need to voice our opinion. You need to write your congressman. You need to write your senator. You need to do this stuff, because if they don't hear from you, who are they listening to? Who are they listening to? They're going to be listening to the lobbyists. They're going to be listening to the big businesses that are pushing their agendas and all of that stuff. But if they don't listen to you, if they don't hear you, they'll never know what you believe and what you want them to do, what you want them to represent. So it is our civic duty as Americans to talk to our congressmen. So if you want some help with that, make sure you email me below. And I can give you some of the resources that I'm connected with. All right, so here's the deal, y'all. Here's the deal. I'm talking with this pastor, and I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to get an understanding of, okay, where we at in the country, boom, boom, boom. So the guy says, bro, to be honest with you, I pay zero opportunity. I pay zero opportunity to what's going on in politics. And I was taken back. I really was. I was taken back because we as believers, we have zero room to not say anything about what's going on in this country right now. And you might think where you think where I'm going with this. I'm not going with this about Black Lives Matter. I'm going with this about any and everything that's going on with politics. The country has just been shut down over a pandemic, over a virus that's not that serious. It's not that serious. When you actually look at the data, it's not that serious. So the government comes in and say you are essential or not. We have a problem. The government has no room to tell you whether you are essential or not. They have no room to do that. So we as believers, we have no room to not say nothing. You can't sit around and not say nothing. When the government just closed the church, you have zero room to not say anything. When you have other churches right here in America fighting their government to open their church, who do we serve? We have a dual responsibility. We have a dual responsibility to heaven, and we have a dual responsibility to America, the freest country in this world. It's the freest country in this world. We have zero room to not say anything about what's going on in politics. So I have a problem. What are you preaching? I'm not talking about to this gentleman, but I'm just saying in general to the pastors. What are you talking about? We have zero room to keep on doing church as usual. Church cannot continue as usual. God shut it down. When the pandemic went down and churches started closing, people getting scared, people running fear. When all this happened, we have zero room to continue talking about how you feel about traffic. Ooh, you're in traffic, and that sin come out of. We done with that, y'all. We're done with it. We can't do that no more. We are living in a time in which the Bible prophesied, and if you as a leader of a church are not talking about it, we have a problem. I'm pretty confident God has a problem with it too. We can't continue church as usual, y'all. We can't do the same messages we've been doing. We are clearly witnessing with our own two eyes end time revelation coming together. God said that there would be plagues, that there would be wars and rumors of wars, that Israel will have many enemies, and to the point where it will have no other allies. That the king of the north will be communicating with the king of the south, and the armies of the east will be coming in as well. Come on, guys. We're living in the end times, and you're not talking about it. You're talking about getting your next car, getting your next house. We're done with it. We're done with it, y'all. We have no room to talk about the same stuff we've been talking about. It's over. God is on the way back. And you have a responsibility to talk to your congressman and tell them, you will not shut my church down. You will not. Because our Constitution protects us. People start going on to Romans 13, do as the government says. And to shut down the church over anything, the government to even declare that your church is not essential, is unconstitutional. Zero room to not say anything. If you're a pastor, you have no room to continue the same bootleg messages that you've been doing. And not all messages are bootleg. Listen to me. Don't take what I'm saying left field, okay? They were good messages. But God, it's it. God wants the real stuff. God needs his people to be led for real now. Because we're in mission critical times. America is the last freest country in this world. We are the banner of freedom. You know what the other banner is? Communism. You know what communism leads to? The one world government. One world currency. One world leader. Exactly as our Bible is prophesied. And we have the unique opportunity in America to fight back against it. And to say, no, we will remain a free country. And the complacency of our pastors, the complacency of our pastors has zero room to not say anything. What are you going to do? If you can't stand up to an unjust law from our government, how are you going to stand up against the mark, against the chip? How are you going to stand up against it? If you can't take a stand for God in this season right now, God is separating the wheat from the tares, man. He's separating the wheat from the tares. I know. Listen. You can be mad all you want. You can, please comment. Let me know how whatever you think, because I'm telling you, I see what God thinks, and clearly, He has leveraged this pandemic to wake His church up. We cannot continue business as usual, y'all. Nope. We can't continue the same messages your church messages from here on out need to be a fire unlike any other fire before. You can't recycle messages from last year. You can't. You can't go through. You can't go back to your notebook, to your black book of messages, dial up something. No, can't do it. We're in a new season, that we have to tell the body of believers the truth. And the truth is, Jesus is on his way back. And you have a unique opportunity in America to stand up for the freedom against the one world government, against the one world currency, against the one world leader, against anyone who is trying to destroy Israel. We have the unique opportunity to be an ally. As there are wars, as there's rumors of wars, as there's more pandemics that are coming, we as the church need to stand up as the light and say, I hear what the world is saying. The world is saying, fear, you're going to die. Fear, fear, fear. And God says in Psalms 91, he will protect us from pestilence. Did he make it up? Was it just there for your cute message on Sunday? No, it wasn't. It's for you to believe. It's for you to believe that there's a pestilence that's coming on a grand scale. God will protect you. Period, man. What do you believe? There's no room for complacency anymore, believers. There's no room for complacency anymore, pastors. You have a duty to speak up in politics. Listen, I do not care for the pastors who are jumping on the bandwagon of Black Lives Matter. I don't care. Let me tell you why I don't care. Because Black Lives Matter is popular right now. Oh yeah, all the companies are jumping on it. You know, and everyone's, oh yeah, ooh. Where were all y'all? And I'm pretty sure there's a few. I'm not, but where were y'all when it wasn't popular to protect the black voice? Where were you? You weren't there? You weren't saying anything? I don't care for you to jump on the bandwagon. God doesn't care for you to jump on the bandwagon. God cares if you take a stand against evil, whether it's popular or not. That's it. That's it. It doesn't have to be a popularity contest to stand for something that's right. You can stand for Black Lives Matter, but you can't stand that churches are essential because it's not popular. It's a fight. It's a fight against a tyrannical government, a tyrannical state that is trying to muffle the freedoms of America. God's done with it, y'all. He's done with it. He's done with it. Either you're going to stand up for his word, or you're going to stand up for freedom. You're going to stand up for his word. You're going to be active. You can't sit around and just say, I'm not going to pay attention to what's going on in politics. If they passed up that they passed stimuluses and things like that, that's going to increase your taxes. You know who's going to pay for it? You're still going to pay for it, whether your church is a 501c3 or not. You're still going to pay for it. Why? Because the taxes of the people that go to your church are rising, which means that their tithes are going down. And that's going to affect you. If you go to the grocery store and go buy your bread, that's $1.50 and it's $10. It's going to affect you. It's going to affect your reduced 10% that you've been getting from your people. So you have no room. You have no room to sit here and not say anything. I'm done. Check out the next video.